fuck? Oh, there we go. No. Oh. Oh. There we go. Jesus Christ. I was gonna write everyone and anyone. Oh my god. Let's see. Alright. Hello everyone. Today, I have flipped my camera because I was getting annoyed and I couldn't find out for the life of me how to do it. Also, I'm wearing a different outfit today because I wanted to. I wanted to wear something else. So I have this really nice shirt which has a bunch of frills on it and it's super cute. It gives a little bit of a clowny effect with the sleeves. Did a bit of a light clown makeup today. We got obviously the red nose because we can't go without the red nose. And also my stream overlay has changed a bit because I wanted to do that too. But I'm not too happy with it, so I'm gonna change it. It's just gonna take some time because I need to learn how to draw backgrounds properly. So yeah. Without further ado, I think we should just start the stream. Yeah, okay. Okay, is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. Okay. Let's start. Hold on. I need to actually open the game first. Come on, open please. There we go. Just take some times. Here we go. See it, the beast within. Do I have any audio on it? There we go. Oh god. Alright, we're playing as
Grace Nakamura.
Grace Nakamura, the lady I dislike with my heart. Okay. What do we have? Letter to Ludwig. Screwdriver. Alright. We need to talk to the people at the inn, I believe. She's gone.
I wonder what Gerda's up to.
I have no clue. Alright. Let's go. There we go, there they are.
Hello there, dear.
Hi, I'm Grace Nakamura from the castle. Am I interrupting?
Heavens, no.
Have a seat, Miss Nakamura.
Well, I might. For a moment.
Isn't this nice? We just finished our breakfast. Do you want something?
No, thanks.
Good for you. I can never turn down food myself. Now you just tell us all about it, Sugar Pie.
The what? What about them?
You mentioned the other night that you were a demonologist. What is that exactly?
Well, it's not as bad as it sounds, honey. What Emma and I really do is to help protect people.
Protect them from what?
Well, do you believe in the devil, Miss Nakamura?
I believe in good and evil, if that helps.
Oh, but Satan and his demons are real, and they will attack the living. And most folks don't know what to do once they've been attacked. We try to help protect people.
Okay.
How can you protect people from demons?
Best protection is faith in God, of course. But sometimes faith isn't enough. Sometimes we have to delve into the supernatural in order to protect others. Your shot and joggers are just the same.
We are? I mean, he is?
Of course. The warriors of light are rare these days, but they do exist all around the globe.
That's interesting. I just read about a group called Mano Still Sol in Brazil. So the Ritters aren't the only Schottenjägers.
Well, they're probably the only ones to use that title, but others have been chosen for the battle.
Okay.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
Sure, we saw his castles, didn't we, Mother?
We sure did. Why do you ask?
Well, I found a letter in the Schottenjäger library warning Ludwig about the Black Wolf.
Who wrote the letter?
One of Gabriel's ancestors, a Schottenjäger.
Seems like whoever was using me as a megaphone helped you find that letter. Perhaps you should follow the path something's pointing at. Look into Ludwig.
I intend to.
I intend to. Alright.
The other night you said something about the Black Wolf. What did you mean? Where did you hear that name?
I wasn't the one talking.
I don't understand.
That's quite all right. The point is, it would be a very good idea to answer those questions, and we must work together to do so. Of course I'll help you, Pumpkin. I'd like to know myself, wouldn't I? It isn't every day one's taken over by a disembodied spirit, and I don't much care for it, thank you.
You're not talking about a seance, are you?
Oh, heavens, no.
Thank God.
Emma's right. I'm much better at tarot cards. I can read for you or for someone else if you prefer.
Very interesting.
Are you sure you don't know anything about the Black Wolf?
I never did, dear. I told you. Really, you mustn't confuse the vessel with the voice. All I remember was seeing a very bright flash like lightning. Next thing I knew, Emma had me outside. Whatever it was very powerful. Very powerful.
Okay.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do my tarot reading.
Don't you worry now. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, gotta love the pentagrams on the back of them.
Push your vital energies into the cards. This is your soul card. That which applies to all of your lifetimes. It's the Empress. Oh, that's a good one.
What's it mean?
It means that your soul's journey is one of leadership. There's great strength here and intelligence. This card represents what you're like in this lifetime. It's the Chariot. Self-discipline, control. You need to feel you have a plan, that you're testing your abilities. The Chariot's very masculine. In combination with the Empress, it tells me that you're currently exploring your male side. You seek out great achievement, but it does have its price.
Doesn't sound anything like me.
Yes, dear. The third card represents the other. You've pulled the magician. Who is he, dear?
Excuse me?
Your other, the magician. Oh, this is a very powerful card. Major Arcana.
My other?
Everyone has an other. Let's see. I bet it's the Schottenjäger. What's his name?
The Schottenjäger? Gabriel Knight?
A name of power. He is powerful, this one. The magician is dexterous and cunning, mischievous and manipulative.
That's Gabriel, all right.
And very strong with magical and occult powers. Now, this is interesting because your card, the Chariot, is all logic and reasoning, while his, the Magician, is spiritual and intuitive. You two are quite a pair. The fourth card shows what you're trying to achieve at this moment, your immediate destiny. It's the Strength or Lust card.
Lust?
Not that kind of lust, dear. It's a trial card, finding the strength to continue some difficult journey. It also represents the integration of conflicting energies. That must be your Chariot and his magician energies. Strength also means bonding those energies, loving without judgment, learning to love the beast.
Uh-huh.
She's not having any of this.
What is this trial, dear? Do you know?
Well, Gabriel and I are involved with a case right now.
It will be a hard time. You must let your love give you power. Use the positive energy of your union or you may not succeed.
I think you have the wrong idea. Gabriel and I just work together.
Yes, dear. But if I might just suggest, when you're facing negative forces, the positive energy of love is a very vital weapon. You make yourself vulnerable when you resist your own tools.
Well, that's been helpful.
I hope so, dear.
Bro, what the fuck kind of tarot reading is this? She's not having any of it, and it's so fucking funny.
Maybe we should do a reading for Gabriel.
Oh, let's! It's a little like spying on someone unawares, but what the heck?
I like this lady.
Reach out to the cards and to think about his essence. His soul card is the Magician. Yes, dear, it reflects your other exactly.
Well, maybe, but I'd rather hold out for David Copperfield.
And his lifetime card, oh goodness, the Lovers.
You mean the sole purpose of his life is in his pants? Doesn't surprise me.
It's not what you think, dear. It's a duality card. As a lifetime card, it refers to Gabriel's own duality. Good versus evil, physical pleasure versus spiritual growth, that kind of thing. His challenge is to integrate the conflicting parts of himself. Until he does, he'll never find peace. And you will find peace when you acknowledge all of him. Find a way to love the worst as you already love the best.
You're really reaching.
Mother.
His other is the High Priestess.
Let me guess. That's me, right?
No, dear, it's not. The High Priestess represents psychic mysteries, deep wisdom. This is a very different energy from your earthy one. This must be our connection. To the voice, dear! Someone is trying to communicate with Gabriel. This force is represented by the High Priestess.
That's not much help. What about the Black Wolf?
But it is a help, dear. The High Priestess is a spiritual guide card if ever there was one. The message must have been a warning.
If this force is connected to Gabriel, and if he's so very psychic, then why doesn't it just go to him? Why say it to me?
Maybe Gabriel's blocked. Maybe he's purposefully blocking. There is that duality business. Let's go on and see if it becomes clear. The fourth card, remember, represents the current situation. It's death.
Oh. Nothing to worry about then.
Now, you just leave interpretation up to me, Sugar Pie. It's a transformation card, dying to one thing and being born to another. It is painful, but it isn't necessarily bad. Two of Wands. Oh, my.
What?
A 2 is not good here. Wands is Mars in Aries. That's a war card. In conjunction with the death card, there are 2 possible transformations.
2 transformations?
Yes, dear. Gabriel is waging a spiritual battle. The transformation might be good or evil. That must be the purpose of the High Priestess. She's trying to guide him.
So you think he really might be in danger?
Oh, yes, dear. Gabriel's very essence is at stake. If he takes the wrong path with his powers, Emma and I will stay in town. You must let me know if anything else happens that we can read for clues. Let the Force use you.
I'd better go.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
And be careful now.
Thanks.
Oh my god. God bless Spampton. Oh, no problem, Cyril. That's okay. We were just talking to these people and they gave us a tarot reading, and that was very funny because Grace did not have any of it. It was so funny. Oh.
I was wondering if you've changed your mind about telling me where Gabriel is. It's really important.
Oh my god.
No. Sorry.
No, sorry. Okay.
Thanks.
Bitte?
This is so funny, oh my lord. Okay. Let's see. Talk to this guy.
Guess they're closed.
Okay. That's great. Nah. Let's go to the church, maybe? Oh, there's the lady again.
I wonder what kind.
Oh yeah, we were also gonna like talk to the thingy. This gives me Anna Dream Barbecue vibes, so yeah! Oh, Anna Dream Barbecue
Schloss Ritter.
is a fantastic game. I love that game. It's my favorite. I waited for so long for the game to come out. And I was so happy when it did come out.
I wonder what Gad. Grace Nakamura.
Yeah.
There's nothing else on. I'm not sure what other case books.
Okay, let's see if we can call on the phone.
Who should I call?
Oh, you know very well who you should call. No, no. Ah!
Professor Barkley will call when he finds out something.
Okay, great. How the fuck did they make all these graphics, bruh? I wonder how much the budget for this was to capture every camera angle. I have no clue, but for the Phantasmagoria 1 game, which is kind of similar, I think the budget was 4 million. I'm not quite sure. I did just see like a video of it talking about the budget and stuff.
I'll write to Gabriel. It wasn't worth picking up the first time. I don't want to go back into...
Okay. Let's see if we can find something here.
How convenient. When the castle looks...
Is there something I might need to show the Americans? Do we have something that I could show them? Maybe I can show them the letter or something, and then they'll give me more information. Maybe. Ooh, maybe we should go down to the dungeon thingy. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Was that there last time? I have no clue, man.
Von Rollick slept here.
Okay. Okay.
My German isn't good enough for chit-chat.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Danke.
Danke. Okay, then I don't really know what to do. I don't know where that other lady is. Maybe she's in her room or something. Did you check the post office? Yeah, I just went. But she's like, oh, my German isn't good enough. Oh, wait. Oh! I did get a letter.
Gracie, you decided to come over. That's great. Good and tag and all that. I'm sure you and Gertie are hitting it off.
Tag and all that.
Thanks for finding the werewolf book. I'm not sure what it all means, but it might be useful. But Ludwig II, you know, I think you might have something there. Ubergrau says there are 2 places you should check out. Ludwig had a castle called New Swan something, and there's a museum about him here in chemistry. Something like that. I really think you should spend some time looking into it.
Alright.
Don't worry. Things are going very smoothly this time around. I've tracked a suspect to a hunt club run by a man named Von Glauer. He seems okay, but I'm sure there's something going on with at least one of the others. Don't worry, though. I met a police detective named Lieber, so I have backup. I'll be finished soon. Sit tight and enjoy your visit till I get there. Gabriel.
What does he think? I'm on vacation here? No address. Thank you very much, Mr. Knight.
Can I down steal his car or some shit? Karen chemistry, lol. Maybe I just clicked.
Gerda's being a real pig about those car keys.
Oh my god. You're being such a bitch.
I wonder what Gerda's.
Yeah.
I wonder what Gerda's up to.
So basically we need to find the car keys. What it really means was Herren Shimsa. Ah, fuck it, no, I have to read that. Thank you, Cyril. Where is... Do I go into her room again to look for the keys? Because you kind of need the keys if we're gonna go to other places.
I don't want to go back and
Okay. We don't have the keys. The letter does not say where to find the keys, and we don't know where the lady is to ask for the keys.
I don't have time to sit around.
When you read the letter and other location has changed. The fuck? Does it mean I can leave without the car? Huh? Maybe I'll ask them.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment. I don't have anything else to say to the Smith.
Okay.
I don't want to disturb her.
Ooh, should we check the library again, maybe? Oh, go back to the church then. Let's see.
Grace
Oh.
Nakamura.
Yes, I know your fucking name is Grace Nakamura. I don't fucking care, man. Okay. Oh! There she is!
Gerda's here. I wonder what she's up to.
She's just standing in the fucking doorway. Oh my god. I don't know if it was before Gabriel Knight 2 or after the game, but Gracie did some naughty movies. Really? Bro.
Oh my god. Gerda was in love with Wolfgang.
Was it not obvious? Honestly.
Boy, do I feel stupid or what.
No shit, Sherlock. Even I noticed. Oh my lord. Can I talk to her then? Or do we leave, go back to the house and go in her room?
Gerda's at the church.
Yes, she is in the church. Let's go check for the car keys in her room.
I don't want to go back into Gerda's bedroom. She might catch me in there.
What do we do then? We need the fucking car keys. No.
Gerda's at the church.
No.
Gerda's at the church.
Oh my lord. You need to apologize. Yeah, but I tried clicking on her, but it didn't want me to let... It didn't want me... Oh my god. It didn't let me do anything. Let's see.
I really should apologize. I really should apologize.
Yes, then go
But I
fucking...
don't want to... I really should apologize, but I don't want to interrupt her.
I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything else.
That's the church in the square.
Do I just stand there waiting, maybe? Let's just wait and see what happens. Or do I need to click on the grave?
Grace Nakamura.
Well, you need a present. What the fuck should we give her? Shall we go get the fucking plants or something outside? Ooh, maybe the roses.
I wonder what kind of flowers these are.
She loved Wolfgang. Yeah.
I wonder what kind of...
Yeah, the roses. So I'm gonna go see if we can go get the roses. Maybe she's less salty.
Grace Nakamura.
Like, after we've apologized to the lady, maybe Grace is like less salty all the time. Hopefully. Hopefully. Maybe I'm asking too much about Grace. Alright. Now we have some flowers, so let's go talk to the other lady at the church. she's kind of upset still.
There. That's better, don't you think? I'm so sorry. I was an idiot.
Gabriel and I, we never...
I know. It's my fault.
It is.
It's Gabriel's fault. He never tells me anything.
It's your fault, not Gabriel, you
I don't know why
idiot.
he didn't want me on this case.
Maybe he just...
Don't even try to make excuses for him. Still, he's up to his neck in it, I think. Will you help me out with something?
Of course.
I have to do some research on Ludwig. I want to go see some of his castles.
Take Gabriel's car. There's a map of southern Bavaria in the car. Ludwig's castles are all marked.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Can't tell if that lady was crying or laughing at the end there. Alright, let's get driving. What kind of 360 was that? Oh my god. Oh wow. That's where we need to go. Or is it where we are? Okay. Hello, lady.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Ik hätte gern eine Eintrittskarte fürs Museum.
Ja, 8 Mark für eine Ganztagskarte. So,
Danke.
bitte.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that face? Danke.
They certainly make an incredible looking couple. July 3rd, 1863. Elizabeth, you can have no idea, dear cousin, how happy you made me. The hours recently passed with you in the railway carriage I consider among the happiest in my life. Never will their memory fade. You gave me permission to visit you at Ischl. If the time comes for this ardent hope to be fulfilled, I shall be of all men upon earth the most blessed. The feelings of sincere love and reverence and faithful attachment to you, which I cherished in my heart even as a boy, makes me imagine heaven upon earth and will be extinguished by death alone. I beg you with all my heart to forgive the contents of this letter, but I could not help myself. Ludwig.
What the fuck? Okay.
Elizabeth frequently gave Ludwig advice on royal conduct, hoping to protect him from unfavorable public opinion. March 1st, 1865. My dearest Eagle, you have not written me in a few months. I have missed you. I often try to imagine what you are doing. I hear tales that you have been on retreat and have not been seen in Munich for some time. I suspect it is this new friend you wrote up so mysteriously that takes you away from home. I hope you are enjoying yourself, my beloved, but I beg you to caution. The people need to see you at the throne. I also hesitate to suggest that what your officials do in your absence may not always be in your own best interest. You have always been a true king, but you must let the people see you to ensure that they don't forget that. E. Your dove.
Okay.
Ludwig's friends were concerned for his mental state long before his arrest. June 14th, 1878. My beloved Eagle, in your last letter you spoke so movingly of your torment that I was moved to tears. What is this torment? Why won't you confess to me what is truly troubling you? You must know that I would never despise you, no matter how horrible you believe your sins to be. Please do not write such barbs to my heart by even suggesting such things. If you do not wish to confess to me, at least tell me how I can aid you. I am always your true one, your dove. In this letter, dated November 1886, Elizabeth of Austria thanks Bishop Frank for his assistance in helping her fulfill Ludwig's last wishes. She writes that she knows it was an unusual request, but she believes Ludwig had reasons of his own for wishing it to be done. She hopes that his spirit finds peace at last. No further reference to this letter has ever been found. One can only speculate what the last wishes of a cornered and embattled Ludwig might have been. What were his last wishes? This place is giving me more questions than answers.
Okay.
June 7th, 1886. A group of men arrive at Neuschwanstein Castle demanding to take the king in custody. With them is Dr. Guden, the doctor who had been in charge of Otto, the king's mentally ill brother. The men have an order for the king's arrest on the grounds of insanity. They are refused admittance by a brave group of farmers and local soldiers who have come to Ludwig's aid. They are forced to retreat to nearby Hohenschwangau. This is the first Ludwig hears of the conspiracy. Ludwig composes a pamphlet explaining the subversive acts of the conspirators and eloquently pleading with his people for aid. The pamphlet is smuggled out of Neuschwanstein and printed, but the pamphlets are seized before they can be distributed.
Okay.
June 12, 1886. Ludwig knows the conspirators will return. He despairs. He asks his servant for the keys to the tower. The servant, fearing the king intends suicide, says the key is lost. Unbeknownst to Ludwig, the conspirators arrive at the castle. This time, there is no one to stop them. Ludwig is lured from his bedroom to the entry hall of Neuschwanstein on pretense. There, he is taken into custody. Ludwig is taken by carriage from Neuschwanstein to Berg, where his brother Otto had long been imprisoned. This is a great blow to the king's state of mind. While on the way, the group stops at Seeshaupt to change horses. Ludwig asks to see the postmistress, Frau Vogel. She brings him a glass of water and he says something to her. She never reveals these last words to anyone. June 18th, 1886. Ludwig's funeral procession marches through the streets of Munich, followed by enormous crowds of mourners. The service is held at a packed St. Michael's church. Lightning strikes the church during the service, but no one is harmed. Ludwig's body is entombed in the Wittelsbach crypt at St. Michael's. His heart is placed in an urn in the pilgrimage chapel at Altading in the Wittelsbach tradition. The urn is shown to the right. His heart is in an urn. How bizarre.
The what?
June 18th, 1886. Ludwig's body is entombed in the Wittelsbach.
You need to read and click every item in those locations, otherwise the progress won't trigger. Oh, okay, that's fucking great.
I have no idea what that says.
Oh, That's fine. I can't even see what the... Oh, okay, there we go.
Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream meant. I have to ask someone. Ludwig embarking on his sleigh. The midnight sleigh rides. Ludwig went on long sleigh rides in the middle of the night, particularly in his later years. It is said that he suffered from insomnia, headaches, and toothaches, and the rides soothed his restlessness. The sight of the king's grand sleigh speeding through the countryside of the Alps often startled the peasants and became a superstitious omen of ill fortune. I can see why. But what would...
Okay, cool. Just like a midnight stroll kind of deal.
Looks like it weighs a ton.
Okay.
Ludwig's Grand Master Wardrobe from the Knights of St. George.
That's nice.
He looks so regal. Why would he give up all of this pageantry? And Ludwig, Grand Master of the Knights of St. George. Ludwig is Grand Master of the Knights of St. George. The Knights of St. George was an aristocratic society dedicated to the acts of chivalry. Ludwig loved the medieval pageantry of the order in his early years, before his increasing reclusiveness drove him to abandon public appearances.
Okay.
The original diary is kept in the Royal Archives. A few entries are shown on the opposite wall. I've got to see that diary.
What the fuck is that face? Oh my lord.
Richard Wagner. Even after Wagner's death, Ludwig still showed signs of obsession with the composer. This letter, written in 1882 by Ludwig to the conductor of the Munich Opera, instructs the conductor to make preparations for a new Wagner opera. The conductor went to see the king as instructed. When he arrived, Ludwig was ill and refused to see him. Nothing further was ever heard of this mysterious new opera. Was it a figment of an ill man's desperate wishes?
Okay, interesting.
Ludwig is offered a crown of laurels by the genius of immortal fame.
That's nice.
26 July 1874. By the power of the lily, we shall have the strength to resist all temptations throughout the whole year.
Nice.
26 July 1875. Solemn oath before the picture of the great king. Refrain for 3 months from all excitement. This oath has its binding power as well as its potency by de par le Roy, LNR, DPLR. What excitement? I need to see more of that diary.
Okay. We read all this. Alright.
Ist das die Ludwig Museum? Ja, ja. Ludwig der Zweite von Bayern. Ludwigs Tagebuch im Museum? Ja. Wo kann ich Ludwigs Tagebuch hier anschauen? Die Tagebücher sind ganz persönlich. Die sind in den königlichen Archiven. Niemand darf die lesen. Aber nein, niemand darf die lesen. Danke.
Okay. Nein, man darf die lesen. Oh, that's hilarious.
One of Ludwig's few close friends was Empress Elizabeth of Austria. She was a distant cousin of the boy Prince, and he saw her often growing up. Graceful and beautiful, Elizabeth seemed to represent the feminine ideal to the younger Ludwig. Their friendship continued after her marriage, mainly by correspondence. She remained a source of stability for Ludwig throughout his life. In keeping with Ludwig's love of romance and drama, he called her the Dove, and he to her was the Eagle.
All right.
She's beautiful.
All right. Let us go here. Whoa, holla!
Our tour begins in the entry hall. Ludwig II lived from 1840. Ludwig's passion was building castles. He built 3 during his lifetime: Linderhof, Herrenchiemsee, and Neuschwanstein. Plans for a 4th castle, Falkenstein, were underway when he died. In addition to his obsession with building, Ludwig also had a passion for classical heroic German mythology, a taste he shared with the German opera composer Richard Wagner. Neuschwanstein is decorated throughout with themes from these stories, most of which directly relate to Wagner's operas.
I wonder where that door leads. These scenes seem to tell a story, but I have no idea what story. These scenes seem... I don't think the guards want to be bothered while on duty.
You are now standing in the king's bedroom. The theme of the bedroom is Tristan and Isolde, the tragic love story retold in Wagner's opera. The opera was given its first performance in Munich in 1865, and the 20-year-old Ludwig attended. This is probably the most elaborate and expensive bedroom ever created. It took 14 wood carvers 4.5 years to create this room. It was this kind of extravagance that bankrupted the king. In the years before his death, he found it increasingly difficult to find money from any source.
Oh!
Did they have running water in 1886?
Probably not.
Maybe Ludwig thought all this luxury would help him sleep. Maybe Ludwig thought all this luxury would help him sleep. Did they have running water in 1886?
It's a beautiful crucifix, ivory and gold.
Cool, cool.
That's an unusual depiction of the Madonna.
This is the king's living room. The walls are decorated with scenes from the Lohengrin saga. The king first saw Wagner's opera Lohengrin when he was 16, and it so affected him that he considered it a form of enlightenment. The tragedy of Lohengrin was his essential loneliness. This too was Ludwig's own fate. Ludwig withdrew more and more into his fantasy world of epic heroes and absolute monarchy. An ideal he was determined to create in his castles if he could not have it in his real life. He only wanted to be alone with his dreams, so much so that even his servants were kept at a distance and were not allowed to look at him.
What were you afraid they'd see?
No, wow, this lady's so tall compared to Grace.
These linens look seriously expensive and
Yeah.
seriously old. More swans.
This is a reproduction of the grotto from the Tannhäuser saga. In such places, Ludwig could pretend he was one of his beloved mythic heroes. As the grotto personifies, the castles were solitary playgrounds built for Ludwig alone. He believed the masses were too coarse to appreciate fine art, and he seldom entertained guests. In fact, Ludwig had a standing order that upon his death, the castles were to be destroyed. Fortunately, the estate was in such debt that the castles were opened for paying tours only weeks after Ludwig's death.
Wow.
They haven't closed since. It is one of the great ironies of Ludwig's story that the castles that he was thought insane for building are now considered Bavaria's finest treasures. They have paid for their construction many times over.
I visited the castle twice. It's really cool. I would think that's really cool. Now I kind of want to visit these castles.
I can almost picture Ludwig in here. I wonder what he really dreamt about in this room.
Who fucking knows?
This is the king's study. Ludwig spent much time at his desk. His reluctance to meet with his heads of state and perform the duties of the king were one of the reasons for the charges brought against him in 1886. But Ludwig dreamt of true kingship and a true monarchy, and the small powers left to him after Bavaria's succeeded power to Prussia only incited his disdain and frustration.
I wonder why he was studying the occult before he died.
Who knows?
I doubt there's anything left in there now. Besides...
Oh, I don't want to do that.
This is the final room of our tour, the Singers' Hall. It was modeled after the Singers' Hall of the Wartburg Castle, where minstrel competitions were held in the 13th century. The hall was built for small private concerts, but Ludwig himself never gave one here. It is said that during the last few years of Wagner's life, he came to Neuschwanstein frequently and performed for the king alone in this room. The hall is probably best known for its enigmatic wolf paintings. The original paintings were from the Parsifal saga, but in 1882, Ludwig had them replaced, supplying the description and titles of the new paintings himself. While all
Why would Ludwig have wolf paintings in his castle?
Another wolf. Another one.
Nice view of the Alps.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Okay.
Hi, did you have a good time?
Anything new?
Yes, you had a phone call.
Really?
A man Museum Professor Barkley. He said you had his number.
I do. Thanks.
Oh, they're getting along now! That's fucking great. I'm so happy Grace actually said sorry to that lady. Or else I would have knocked her teeth out. Jesus. Alright.
Hello?
Hi, Professor Barkley. It's Grace.
Oh, good. I have a name for you. It's Herr Josef Dahlmeier, and he specializes in Bavarian history, and I think he's somewhere near you are.
Herr Josef Dahlmeier. Great, got a number?
Yeah, I do. It's 4982-555-2234.
Thanks a lot. Sorry about the bother.
That's no bother. When are you coming back to school, Gracie?
When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Well, be good.
I wonder what happens if you actually call that number.
I'll write to Gabriel. Soon as I have enough info to blow.
Okay, let's call this number.
I already have an appointment with Herr Dahlmeier.
Okay, I just skipped through it. That's fucking great. Do I go talk to him now? Maybe. Hey, yo! This looks crazy cool. Oh, walk faster, Grace!
It's a memorial chapel.
Alright, great. Why do you walk so fast back at the other place, but here you're just so slow? Huh?
This is where he died. You must be Grace. Herr Dahlmeier.
Hello.
Josef. I didn't mean to startle you. I wanted you to see it. I feel him here the most, you know, more than at the castle. So, what did you want to know?
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Professor Barkley says your hobby is Ludwig.
Yes. He was the last real king that Bavaria had. As a Bavarian and a history buff, well, that's enough to hook me right there.
But there's more, right?
He was a romantic, you know, a dreamer. And he was misunderstood, maligned.
Sounds like
his
you can
hair
relate.
is
Me? Hell, I have it easy.
so 90s.
At least I
for
live in the
real.
1990s. And not every eye in the country is on me. But yes, I can relate.
You know about Ludwig's diary, right?
Of course.
How can I get my hands on it?
I'm sorry. I have been trying myself for 5 years. They keep it locked up tight in the Royal Archives and they don't let it out. They must think it contains things that will hurt his image.
They won't let anyone see it, not ever?
Only one person outside of the government ever got to see it, a biographer, Sir Richmond Chapel. He had friends among the German royals and they let him look at it.
Did you ever try to contact Chapel? Pick his brain?
No, and I don't believe I never thought of that. If you do and you find out anything, you must share.
It's a promise. Tell me about Ludwig.
I don't know where to start. There's so much. Politically, the most significant thing about Ludwig II was that he signed over independent Bavarian statehood to Prussia in 1870. Bavaria became a part of United Germany, and Ludwig became a figurehead prince under the Prussian Kaiser.
Why do you think he did that?
Bavaria had been involved in the 100 Years' War. People were tired of fighting. Prussia's push to unite the German states made some amount of sense. Still, Ludwig must have had other options. At the very least, he should have negotiated better terms.
So what was the real reason?
He was manipulated by Bismarck. At least that's what I think, anyway.
What about Ludwig personally?
You'll find two perspectives on Ludwig. The view the tourists get is the romantic ideal, Ludwig the tormented loner. Then there is the historian's point of view. Ludwig was plagued with guilt over his sexual orientation and was driven mad with self-loathing.
But I take it you're not buying either point of view.
Well, it's all too convenient, isn't it? That he was a devout Catholic, there is no question, and I'm sure there were pressures on him to be normal. But he was no prude. He loved Byron. Yes. Philosophy, the French court. If anything, Ludwig was too much an egomaniac. He didn't give a damn what anyone thought. And besides, he didn't try to hide any of his relationships. If he suffered from anything in his romantic life, it was disillusionment. No one loved him back as purely as he himself loved.
Well, if it wasn't sexual guilt that tormented him, what was it?
I don't know. His diary was filled with self-guilt, but I'm sure it's not about that. If I knew, I'd write my own book, set the record straight, so to speak.
Interesting.
Have you read anything about Ludwig's midnight sleigh rides?
Oh, would that have been something? To be out at night and suddenly see him sweep by with his entourage? They say the night agitated Ludwig, and that being outdoors and the rushing feeling of the sleigh calmed him down. Sometimes even the sleigh wasn't enough. He would stop in some remote woods, order his servants to stay put, and go wandering off by himself for hours. It drove the servants crazy.
Interesting.
Tell me about Bismarck.
Oh, Bismarck. He was the Prussian Kaiser's chancellor. Not a nice man. Bismarck had a reputation for learning people's weaknesses and manipulating them. It's a matter of record that he had spies on Ludwig's staff. He may even have had a henchman even closer to the king. And he was involved in the conspiracy to declare Ludwig insane.
The Black Wolf?
Did you find out anything about the Black Wolf?
I did. I'd read about him before, but I hadn't realized that was who you were talking about. His name was Godin, Paul Godin. I found a reference to his being called the Black Wolf after you telephoned.
I've never heard of him. Who was he?
Godin lived on the fringes of the Prussian court. He was handsome, charming, dangerous, or so they say. He was variously rumored to have been a foreign prince, a Prussian spy, even an assassin. Since you were interested in him, I found out some things that are probably true. It said he came from abroad in the mid-1800s, but claimed high German blood.
Do you know where he came from?
No. And he was ruthlessly ambitious. He probably found out who held the power, Bismarck, and offered his services. Bismarck was a good judge of talent, of that sort anyway.
Okay.
What else do you know about Godin?
He must have done something remarkable. Bismarck was not a generous man. He liked to string people along with promises, but rarely came through. He did for Godin, though. He gave him a royal title and lands in 1863. And that was the last reference I found to him.
Well, how could he just disappear?
It's not that unusual. Back then, when you were given a title, you usually changed your name and moved to a place where no one knew your past, so you could act with impunity. Or be a pompous ass and get away with it.
there any way to find out what Godin was called after he got his title?
Is it that critical?
It might be.
Well, you could send away for a copy of the entitlement deed, assuming it has been destroyed during one of the wars. Godin's new name would be on it. But you would need a research permit from the government to access those records, and they can be very hard to get. A lot of red tape.
Great. What do you know about Ludwig's hunting accident?
A couple of years ago, I was introduced to this great old man, a real old world farmer. Well, his grandfather was Richard Horning, Ludwig's equestrian. Oh, he told some great Ludwig stories. Sometimes I get lucky. Anyway, he said that after the hunting accident, Ludwig got terribly ill, that he had a fever and was acting crazy. They were afraid that the wolf had been carrying a disease or that the bite had gone septic.
A wolf bit him?
Yeah, it's not so unusual. There were a lot of wolves in the Alps back then. The servants were really worried, but Ludwig recovered, physically anyway. Horning's grandfather said it was the fever that broke Ludwig's mind, that he was worse than ever after that.
He was bit by a werewolf, then maybe.
What do you mean Ludwig got worse after the accident?
Ludwig always had been a very private person. But after the accident, he got darker, more crazy. Towards the end, he was even forcing his servants to enter his chambers bent over so they couldn't see his face. Horning's grandfather said his temper was fearsome. He would fly into a rage at the least mistake.
Must have been terrified of him.
Yes, well. Horning's grandfather felt sorry for Ludwig, and Ludwig hated his own violence. He was always giving gifts to his servants to apologize.
You mentioned that there were other reasons why Ludwig's servants feared him.
Ah, that's another of Horning's mysteries. There's a story about Neuschwanstein. Apparently, there was a period of time of 2 or 3 months when Wagner would come and visit him
Wagner?
there. Yeah. The two would lock themselves in the singers' hall. Horning's grandfather said the sounds that came from there were awful. Well, the servants had superstitious minds anyway. Some of them quit over it, just walked away.
What kind of sounds?
Horning's grandfather called them heartbreaking and ungodly. Maybe it was Wagner trying to sing.
Well, I guess that's all for now. Thanks for your help.
It's my pleasure. And if you ever want to talk again, just give me a call. I'll meet you down there.
I will. Thanks.
Servus.
Well, bye.
All right. Do we have now enough information that we can go back to the maybe we can write the letter to Gabriel now.
Hi, Gerda. I'm back. Good.
Oh, they're getting along so well. Okay, please, 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 please. Right, please.
I'll write to Gabriel. Soon as I have enough info to blow his little investigation out of the water.
Okay. What else then? This is the hard part of the game. The chapter is mostly information gathering, but the next chapter is great. Oh, that's great. That's fucking beautiful. Let's talk to her.
Gerda?
Yes?
Have you heard from Gabriel at all?
No, Grace, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Never mind. Special permit.
Gerda, do you have any idea where I could get a government research permit? I don't have time for a lot of red tape.
You should ask Herr Übergrau. He can maybe get such things very fast.
You think? I was gonna write Gabriel today anyway.
Alright. Let's get out of here. Hello, you open?
Guess they're closed. Are the Smiths in their room?
Yeah, I believe so.
Could you ask them to come down, please?
Ja, natürlich.
I had a dream last night. I didn't remember
Can you
it
write
first, but
Übergrau a letter? I don't know.
saw something today at one of the museums.
What was the dream?
I was being chased in the woods by wolves. And I saw a sleigh. Ludwig was inside. He pulled me up, and I thought I was safe. But then he turned into a wolf.
So what do you think, Mother?
A dream of rescue is a spiritual guide dream. The High Priestess in Gabriel's cards must be linked to Ludwig somehow.
What do the wolves represent?
I'm a psychic, dear, not Freud. But the warning I got was about the black wolf, wasn't it? And the wolves in the dream. It must be the same danger.
It's so frustrating. The more I find out, the more questions I have.
Why don't you try a little communicating of your own? Ludwig's the link. Appeal to him. The answers may not come right away, but at least you'll give the guide something specific to say the next time she contacts
definitely.
you.
Isn't there any way that you could, you know, do a psychic reading on Ludwig or something?
To tell you the truth, I've been trying all day to make contact, but I only feel great despair. Ludwig's soul is not at peace.
All right.
I'd better go.
Okay. Interesting. What happens if I'm done here again? Okay, nothing special. Let's see if we can write some letters.
I should get a letter off to Gabriel.
Fuck yeah! Okay, let's go deliver the mail.
Kann ich diesen Brief versenden?
Ja, dreimal bitte.
You're like infinite cash in our coin purse.
Dankeschön.
Bitte sehr. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
Danke.
Bitte.
All right. Try one more time. Okay, no. No. Can I write more letters?
I don't know who else to write. Pretty comfortable. I don't.
Okay. What the fuck do I do now? Bro, I have tasks left everywhere.
It's a memorial chapel. It's a memorial chapel. This is where they found Ludwig's body. This is where they found Ludwig.
Okay. I still have stuff to do here. There's a spot in the water near shore. All right.
I wonder what it felt like under there. I wonder what it felt like.
Okay, let's double see. Okay, please don't have any tasks left there. What? I don't understand. I remember that there is something with a flower in front of the church, and I think the flower is only triggered when you click every item in the museum and castle. God, it was so complicated. Yeah, understandable.
I wonder what it...
Okay. Okay, let's just go to the museum for now. Or like, we can go back and see if we can click on the flower.
I wonder what kind of flower...
Okay, no. Damn, this is so fucking complicated. And I thought I was done. Crap. Okay, museum.
Ludwig is Prince Charming. He played the part well.
Yeah. Okay, no, that was not it. Let's see. No. Left. Yeah, left. Alright.
They certainly make an incredible looking couple. They certainly make an incredible looking couple.
Because I've clicked on all of these.
In this letter, no further reference to this.
Alright.
Elizabeth of Austria. She's beautiful. One of Ludwig's few.
Oh.
Signets and sash pins from the Order of the Knights of St. George. These were worn on Ludwig's uniform, as befitted his rank of Grand Master. They are now the property of the Bavarian Crown Treasury.
Interesting.
I wonder if these pins have any symbolic meaning. Ludwig and Wagner. Ludwig loved the typical art. Ludwig's diary. The original.
We already read that.
Ludwig's death mask. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Is there anything else there? No.
December 14th, 1881, Linderhof. Order another work by Jennings on the occult. Write urgently to Klug, saying that I insist that the stoppages by the bank cease. I want it, and therefore it must be done. Write very urgently. He must succeed at once, and then must report to me urgently. If I give orders to clear my room, doing so must not be postponed as it happened. Pencils must be pointed without special orders. The day after tomorrow, 1,000 marks. How is Louis now? I want to know whether he looks unhappy. How often have I said that the coffee must not come up boiling hot, so that it can only be drunk after standing an hour? If any more correspondence come from Louis, they are to be burnt immediately, but I am to be informed of their arrival.
What the fuck? Okay.
These are actual notes from Ludwig to his servants. They go far in showing the king's state of mind. They were smuggled out and used as evidence in compiling the order for Ludwig's arrest. These are actual notes from Ludwig. December 18th, 1881, Linderhof. Every day get up earlier for certain. See to that very particularly. Write it down. Remember that when the great friend arrives at Neuschwanstein, we retire to the hall. We are not to be disturbed. I will not tolerate interference or insubordination.
Interesting, interesting.
Im Museum ist ein Brief von Ludwig über eine neue Wagner-Oper.
Ja, ich kenne diesen Brief.
Wo kann ich mehr von dieser Wagner-Oper sehen?
Ja, ich weiß nichts über Wagner. Das hier ist kein Wagner-Museum.
Ja, ich weiß.
In Bayreuth befindet sich ein Wagner-Museum. Versuchen Sie es halt doch, ne?
Bayreuth. Danke.
This lady is kind of weird. Right. Ah, Wagner Museum.
Grüß Gott.
Guten Tag. Ist das die Wagner Museum?
Yeah, you're an American, aren't you? I'm afraid the house is closed this time of year. It will be open next month.
Crap.
Crap.
You are interested in Wagner?
Very interested. Very recently very interested.
Yeah. Most of the house is closed for cleaning, but a few rooms are open. I shouldn't let you probably, but if it is only you, you are alone, aren't you?
Endlessly.
Come in and look around.
That's very generous. What do I owe you?
Georg Immerding. It's only a few displays. Besides, I wouldn't be much of a shining knight if I charged you.
Thanks, Georg. My name is Grace.
Into
Hello.
her.
Have a good time.
Wagner's piano. On this piano, the maestro composed his later operas, including The Ring.
Cool, cool.
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima Wagner's father. Richard Wagner.
What kind of beard is that? It goes like, "Er." That's crazy.
Opera costumes. These look like production designs. This must be a model of Wagner's own
Have
theater
a good
here in
time remind me
Bayreuth.
totally of Hans Landa from Inglorious Bastards. Fantastic.
the great patron himself. Ludwig as the classical Greek hero. A portrait given as a gift from Ludwig to Wagner.
Yeah, of course. Oh, fuck.
June 10th, 1881, Munich residence. Great friend. I am writing to you in the middle of the night. My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful? If it is hope, you have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak. Something happened during the music tonight, but I must have your absolute confidence. As you love me, come at once. Your devoted king, Ludwig.
Oh, okay.
July 1882. Great and beloved king, Monsieur Beaujolais and I have finished the diagram. We checked the figures many times and Monsieur is confident that it will work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the theater exactly as specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be full of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner.
Yay!
Ludwig's death mask.
Alright. Of course you need to click. Oh yeah, alright. 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 We will. Okay, we've been here, we've been there. Oh!
An old sofa. The death of Wagner. On Ash Wednesday, 1883, Wagner suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to Saint Michel. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa.
Oh, wow.
Wagner's death mask.
Again? Alright. Yeah, I really like history, so it's not really a problem for me, so this is quite fun.
What are you doing here if the museum is closed?
They always like to have a caretaker here. It's a good job for me. I can soak in the atmosphere of the maestro while I compose.
What are you composing?
This? Oh, a new arrangement. One of Wagner's pieces.
For the Bayreuth Opera?
No. I am only a student at the university. I study music, composition, conducting.
Cool.
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
Ask my brother. He is the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Well, that's convenient. Does that mean you get free opera tickets?
Yes. I get a week's pass to the Opernfestspiele, the opera festival in Munich. It starts in a few months.
Hope I'm still around to see it.
Come with me if you like. If you're still around, I can go backstage and all sorts of things.
I'd love that. If I'm still in Germany, I'll call you, all right?
Yeah, good.
Tell me about Wagner.
He was a character. He spent most of his life trying to convince rich patrons to subsidize his work. Unfortunately, he had expensive tastes. You see, he believed that someone of his genius deserved to live well. Can't argue with that.
But Ludwig II supported him, didn't he?
Yeah, sure, but Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life. By then, he had already been run out of Venice and most major cities because of debt. Ludwig saved him. And the music. Best thing Ludwig ever did.
Do you know anything about that letter from Wagner to Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
No. Some sort of equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why Wagner would have cared about this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
Have you ever heard about the letter that Ludwig wrote to the Munich conductor in 1882 telling him to prepare for a new Wagner opera?
You're full of surprises for an American.
What do you know about it?
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know? It's probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
You have no idea what it could have referred to? Maybe something that Wagner was working on with Ludwig?
If there was, there's no trace of it. Except perhaps in the dreams of unemployed music students.
All right.
Wagner souvenirs. Don't think I need any of those.
All right. Let's see. More. We still have tasks left everywhere. I do not understand.
What's that book in the case?
Cosima Wagner's journal is locked up for preservation.
Huh.
Cosima was Wagner's wife, I think. She probably just talks about him in her journal.
Oh no, I'm going in circles.
Wagner souvenirs. Don't think I need any of those.
Okay. Please, 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 please. I don't understand.
I don't think the guards want to be. These scenes seem to tell a story, but I have no idea what story.
Our tour begins. Ludwig's The paintings in this room are from the Siegfried saga.
Why is my nose red? I'm a fucking clown, man. Can you not tell?
These scenes seem to tell a...
The paintings in this room are from the Siegfried saga. Scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde.
No?
Scenes from the opera
Bro,
Tristan
that's
and
crazy,
Isolde.
man.
That's an unusual depiction.
This is Ludwig's private chapel. The king was a devout Catholic, as were all of the Wittelsbacher rulers. They supported the Roman Church even when other European countries were dominated by Protestantism.
Okay, okay.
I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking. These linens look seriously expensive and seriously old.
You usually look like a clown. Yes, because I am a clown. Obviously. If I looked normal, that would be a red flag.
What
Poor swans.
True.
I don't think the guards... I can almost picture Ludwig in here. I wonder what he really dread. I can almost... I doubt there's... Why would... Nice view.
Let's see. Okay. Please. I swear to God, I've pressed on every single button. Hmm.
Guess they're...
I don't have anything to say to him.
Okay. I don't understand what I need to do.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Oh my lord, please. Oh wait. Can I do the thing with the flower now?
I wonder what kind of flowers.
Ah.
I don't have anything to say to her at the moment.
Do I talk to somebody on the phone then maybe?
I'm not sure what other... There's nothing else on... I don't have anything to talk to Herr Dahlmeier about. Professor Barclay's Ludwig... 4th of March, 1864. To King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly. I have heard...
I'm gonna save. what else can I do then? Because it says I have other stuff to do in the other areas, but I don't understand what I fucking need to do.
I don't have anything to...
Yes, I know you don't have anything to ask. Maybe check the flower again. I did. Because I can't really do anything with it.
I wonder what kind of flowers these are.
Let's see. Did you find the diary in the Wagner Museum at the front desk? Yes, I did do that. I did do that. Wonder what... Let's see... let's go back here.
July 3rd, 1863. The feelings. Elizabeth frequently gave Ludwig March. I don't have anything to say to her at the moment. Ludwig's grand... He looks so regal. Ludwig, Grand Master of the Knights of St. George. There's gotta be a connection between all this St. George stuff and Gabriel. Richard Wagner. Ludwig embarking on his sleigh. I don't have anything to say to...
What the fuck? Okay, I'll have to search up stuff because this is not working. I need to check the locations again. If you have everything, it will trigger Gerd to tell you that she received something, alright?
She's beautiful. Elizabeth of Austria. One of Ludwig's few close friends.
There's a spot there where you see his king costume. Did you find that? Yeah, I did. I've literally interacted with everything in this fucking museum. Like, I've interacted with these things, all the pictures, all the text. This picture I've also interacted with. I interacted with the... Let's see. Yeah. Went in here. Interacted with this.
Ludwig.
Interacted with the
Looks like it weighs a ton. Looks like it.
I've gone here.
Ludwig's
The original
Yeah,
Richard Wagner.
interacted with that. Here I've interacted.
signets and sash pins.
I wonder if these
Interacted here. This
He looks so-
picture.
Ludwig is
Ludwig. There's gotta be a
This.
Ludwig and Wagner. Ludwig loved the opera. Ludwig,
I've interacted with this.
even after Wagner's death,
Ludwig is offered a crown of laurels by the genius of immortal fame. 26 July 1874. By the power of the lily, we shall have the strength to resist all temptations throughout the whole
There's a
year.
spot there where you see his king costume. Yeah,
20
Alright.
26 July.
Interacted with this. And then I interacted with this.
June 7th.
Ludwig composes a pamphlet.
June 7th.
Ludwig composed June 12th, unbeknownst Ludwig. June 12th, 8, unbeknownst to Ludwig is
June 13th, 18.
when
June 18th, 18.
Ludwig's
June 18th.
Ludwig. Ludwig's death mask.
Interacted with that. This.
I have no idea what that says.
Gone over here. Interacted
Maybe
with
Mrs.
this.
Smith will know what Ludwig embarked. Ludwig Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream meant. I have to ask someone. This thing is getting too weird. December 14th. If I...
These are actual notes.
December 18th.
Okay. I have interacted with everything. If... Okay. Now I've gone over, double-checked everything. If the thing keeps blinking now, I don't know what to do, man. Hello? I think the game is frozen. Did my game freeze because I went over shit too quickly? Grace isn't moving, but this old hag is. Bruh, my game probably froze. Ah! Please. Does that help anything? Okay. I think I'm gonna quit it for today. My game has frozen over, so it doesn't really want me to do anything more. I think literally my game is just glitched. I did save at some point, so just see how much shit I need to do over. But I'll take a look at that after I'm done streaming and stuff. But other than that, let's see. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and yeah, hopefully the game isn't such an ass to me tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, on Tuesday. So hopefully everything should be okay. And and I'll just look into everything, see all the clickable spots and stuff, because now I've literally gone over everything twice and I'm not getting through to the ending, so I'm quite curious what the fuck is happening. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later on Tuesday, hopefully, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.